Well, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with these videos, and I just plain haven't done it. I wanted to get on the computer and play with it and have people watch while I played and see maybe they could learn something while I played. So I want to do something here. I'm going to do a little bit of computer graphics here using Gimp. I'm going to use 1280 by 720 screen to start because that's the videos I use to upload. And let me throw a couple images on here. I'm going to make an intro. I'm going to make an intro that I'll probably be using for several of my videos. And this is how I'm going to do it. This is some images I've drawn. And I'm going to take a few of these and use them to make a graphics on the start. Now I've loaded these images. Here are the different images. And I'm going to put them on here and make myself a video. I'll take and copy this one here. Let's select all and copy, and I'll paste it. Now let me resize it, and now slide it to one side. I'll tilt it first. Let me give it a little bit of a tilt. Rotate and slide it to, oh, I don't want to, that should be enough right there. And then slide it to one side. Now I'm going to take this and turn this into a layer. That's a new layer, and make my layer the size of the whole image. Make it fit. Take my background. See, I'm highlighting the background. The area you click is a highlight. That's what you're working on. And I think I'm going to try this green, but I can always change it. But I'm going to try it green to start. I've got a feeling I'm not going to like that. You know what? God, I like burgundy. I've always liked burgundy color. Greens and burgundies both, but I think I'll go for burgundy on this, and let's see what happens. A little bit darker. Now, I'm going to put my title up on top. The plan is to make this first image, and I'll be making about 6 images, maybe even 10 images. I'll probably about 6 images, and I'll use them to make my 6-second beginning to the video. Okay, first I'm gonna write a subscribe. I'm very bad about saying subscribe and working with that subscribe. I'm very bad about doing that, and I need to do that more. I've never liked to see that in the very beginning of a movie, because I say, hey, geez, how can they tell you to subscribe in the very beginning when you haven't seen what they're doing? However, if you make it on a leader and people have seen your other videos, it will everything's blending now. But take this and merge it down. Now once it's selected, I'm going to select it here. See, if you know, I'm going to turn everything off. That way you'll see what I'm doing for sure. I'm going to select the transparent. Then reverse it. The reason I'm doing it this way is if there's multiple lines, sometimes it works much better to do that. So okay, now I'm going to take my selection and invert. Now I'm going to put another layer on top. That blank layer I just put on top, notice I'm getting a white so I can paint white. This layer I'm on top is blank, but it's a selection. So I'm going to take and paint this selection white. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that selection, Let's undo that white, undo the bucket fill. Take the selection, grow it by, let's grow it by 3 or by 4. Now I'm going to paint it all white. Now if I take that selection, you can't even see what's underneath it. If I take that selection and slide it down one, I've just put a white border around it. And if I merge those two together, that all turns into one image now. Now since it's selected, and it's a big part selected, I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to add another layer, and I'm going to take that layer and paint it black. Now I've got to select none. I can't move my black layer unless I don't select everything. So select none. Now I'm going to take that back layer, see the layer that's black, I'll turn that off. You see the black underneath. I'll take that black layer and I'll offset it and make a shadow. Now notice that line, it's no longer the same size as the image because I slid it off from center. So I'm going to go ahead and make it the same size as the layer. Oh, now we're getting there. Here is image 1. We will save this as image 1. File, export it as, let me go to my desktop, I'll create a folder, and I'm going to call this intro. You write the word intro, hit enter, and now you've got that folder made. See, desktop intro, and I'm going to call this number 1. Now you can call it whatever you want. It's the extension. I like JPEG, but you could call it whatever you feel like. So here is the first image. Now let's put image 2. I'm going to get this one. Select all, edit, copy, edit, paste. Notice what layer I've got. I'm underneath all of my writing. As a matter of fact, I can join my writing all together, merge it down, and merge it down. So my writing is right there. That way, if I want to use this image I have here for something else, I can remove the writing and use that image. But here is the blank image without any writing. You see the image that's already on there. Now we're going to put another one here. I'm going to take and paste the one I just copied. Paste as a new layer. And let's resize that. Take this one. Oh, give it a little bit of a tilt first. Rotate. And resize. Now there's something I did here without real. I should undo that so I could show you. If this is clicked, this link, that means it will stay with the same aspect when you resize it. Now I'm going to reset this and say, okay, link them together, and even if I drag one side in, it'll all resize together. If I don't link it, I can drag this one side in and it will distort it. I'm going to hit reset, link them together, and we'll resize it. And I don't care if it's exactly the same size as the other, but as a matter of fact, I don't want it the same size as the other. Now if you notice again, the yellow line is not the same size as the background, so I click here and say layer to the image size. Now let's stick that up on top, and there you go. And we'll save this as image 2. Export as 2. Export. Now let's take that off there again so we could look at this. We can join these. We can actually Oh, this could be neat. This could be neat. We'll play with the effects a little bit. Page 3 can be a little bit different. I mean, it's image 3. It kind of showed, let's see, I can merge this down. I'll merge them into one. I'm going to put a blank layer in here. I'm going to select both these images. See, I'm on here. See where I am. So I'm selecting both those images. I'm selecting a transparent, but I'm going to invert it. Selection, invert. Now I selected both these images. Now I'm going to paint them black underneath. Again, let's blank them out so you don't see them. I'm doing this just so you could see. I normally would not turn those images off. I leave them on. But you see now what I did. It's underneath, and I've got the image. Now I'm going to take this, again, select none, and I'm going to put a blur to it. Filter, blur, a Gaussian blur. And you see that little bit of an edge on it? If I put a white background, I'm going to do a white so you can really see that. Let's see, I can insert another layer. Okay, we'll move that to the bottom and paint it white. That'll let you see what that outline layer did. See it? There's the outline layer. Now if you want it darker, you can just duplicate it. If you make two of them, it's darker. Then take and merge it down, and I can offset it, and that'll make a shadow. Now I don't want a shadow that dark, so let's, again, we're not the same size as the image. Let's make it the same size as the image. Layer the image size, and we won't make it so dark. We'll change the opacity to it. Now let's put it back on this burgundy background and put the lettering on top. And we'll save this as, export as 3. Now all those images I'm going to turn into a video using FFmpeg, but I've got to add more images to it. Now we can attach those images right there to the shadow. And let's add another image in here. We want to add an image on top of them. And let's do this image. We've copied it. Now we'll paste it. Whoop, I did the wrong one. Copy. Paste as a new layer. Now let's resize it. And give it a little bit of a tilt. And then slide it where we want it. And let's merge it down. No, let's make it the size of the image. Now we'll select it and put a shadow on it too. Now it's shadowed differently because it'll be on top of both the other. You want it to cast a shadow on the it's something. Too bad it's not a camera looking at me because I'm pointing with my hands and using my hands to talk to everybody out there. Okay, we're going to take this and select it again. Notice we're on this layer. We're selecting that image. We're selecting the transparency behind the image. Now we're going to invert it. Selection, invert. Now on this layer, we're going to paint black again. Select none and offset that black. And add a blur to it. And take away a little bit of the opacity to it. And that brings it up above everything else. And let's make this the same size as the image, and we'll save it as export as 4. Now maybe time to leave this. This is fine, and throw a little more text in. So let's throw another layer up on top and put some text in here. Subscribe. And what am I going to be doing? Okay. Video effects. Computer graphics. Jupyter Notebook. Python programming. And FFmpeg. That's a nice start. Okay, now let's take and select all of them. We'll turn them into a, we'll use this one here. We'll turn them into white. And let's respace this a little bit. Computer graphics, Jupyter Notebook, we'll make that into another layer. And I think FFmpeg, and we'll use another layer for this here too. Or should I add something else on top? Video effect. I want video effects. Computer graphics, Jupyter Notebook, Python programming, JavaScript, animation. Oh, look at what I did here. Now I got too many things. Okay. JavaScript animation, Jupyter Notebook, and Python programming. And if we hit this, we'll run this side, it will take and center all that. Now if I hit Control A, I select it all and increase the size a little bit. Now let's slide it. Okay, and turn it into a new layer. So make a new layer and merge that down and merge it down. Now to make it stand out, we'll put a blurry background on it. So I take, and so you can see exactly what's going on. I'm going to turn all these off. I'm going to take this and make 2 layers. I'm going to turn the top layer off so you can see. This is just so you can see what's happening. You don't have to do this. And take that and invert the colors. Now I'm going to blur them. I'm going to use a Gaussian blur. Oh, that's pretty wild there. It's a little bit too much. Okay, a double layered so it's darker. Put that back on. Okay, it seems to stand out there. And let's turn these other layers back on. Maybe I want that Gaussian. I want that a little darker. Merge down. Merge down, and we'll save this. Export as 5. And we've got this one. Let's see, I've got that to move that down, merge down, merge down, merge down. And that lets me turn that all off. Got to take it, merge that down, merge down, and merge down. That lets me remove all that, and I can write another message in there. But first, I'm going to save this again, so it's going to have a 2-second set on it. Export as 6. Okay, and I'm going to replace this and say, don't be shy. I love requests. And let's make that bigger. I just want to select all. And move it. And I'm going to duplicate that one. I'll make a blank layer. That's a blank layer right there. There's a blank layer. Merge that down. I'm merging my letters down. And once again, I'm going to duplicate them. And I'm going to take the bottom layer and reverse it. Invert. This time I'm going to leave the front black and make the background a blurry white. Filters, blur, Gaussian blur. Here. And duplicate it, duplicate it. And I wish I had put a small b instead, or a large s. Let's see, how can I fix that real quick? I made a mistake. Now I got to figure out how to fix it. First I'll merge this down. Then I'll go to this layer. This is the one, if that was a big S, I could get away with it. Sometimes it will let you change that, but it won't this time. There's an S. Let me copy it. Make it bigger. Oh my God. I'm making myself a problem. A. I don't want A. I want that to be an S. Delete that A. And make that S larger. Why won't it let me do that? Huh. Okay, there I go. Let's see if I can move that now up here. It almost would have been easier just to redo it. A new layer. And I'll merge that down. Now I got to go under here and delete that S. move that a little bit and I've got it made. I'm moving out with the arrow keys. Don't be shy, I love requests. Okay, and we'll keep this one here. Export as 7. Okay, we got it. We got it. I'm gonna go ahead and see. Maybe I'll edit my video, or maybe I'll just leave it all going at once. Let's see what directory I'm in. Now I'm recording. This is my recording. Okay, if I go to here, split my screen, and where am I saving these at? Oh my God. CD / desktop. CD images. CD singles. CD 720. Is that them? No, that's not them. Oh my God, where am I saving you guys at? Export as intro. Oh my God, I forgot where it's at. Okay, desktop to intro. CD / intro. Wrong directory. Was that intro small letters? Oh, I'm getting spacey now. No. Export as desktop intro. Let me just back up a little bit, I guess. Okay, here I am. Now, at this point, I don't remember exactly what I need to make that video, so I'm going to do, I've got a database. I'm going to make a movie about this database if anybody asks for it. FFmpeg. This is my database, and when I want to do something, I do -ds for direct search, everything, and I'm going to search for images to video. And there's how I do it. It shows me my script right there. Images to video. Here I go, paste. I'm going to paste that all in there. I'm going to do a frame rate of 1 per second. Frame rate 1 a second. And I'm going to do, where's my images at? Oh my God. With these wildcards, explain how these wildcards work. I'm saying, hey, I've got 2 digits, 2 digits, and it's going to be a JPEG, and it will automatically go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do it to scale of 120 by 1280 by 720. The frame rate of 30, and we're going to do intro, and that will be the video, MP4 intro. There it goes. It's making the video right now. This is going to be very quick. It's only a few second video. If you notice that one column doing it, okay, so let's, when I do it, I like to do ls-rant. That shows the list backwards. Notice my video is on the very end. Now, let's play this video. Copy. Paste. And VLC is my player. And here's the video. Subscribe the picture, drop the shadow, another picture, video effects, Don't be shy. I love requests. There's my intro. Now I got to add a little music to it, and I'm all set. Hey, you have a good day, and I hope this video has come out okay.